Let's go back now to Bafedile Moerane, where we understand protesters have gathered ahead of the ANC Press conference, which will announce the premier candidate later this afternoon. Bafedile, we spoke a little earlier on. You were in a quiet part of Mahikeng. You were with Kenny Morolong, but it looks like things are not as quiet in other parts of the town.
Immediately after speaking to you, I saw a group of people coming here, with the tyres that are burning behind me here, Bongiwe. They are saying that Professor Job Mokhoro is going nowhere as the premier. So they have burnt tyres. We are at the headquarters of the ANC Mpeko House. So after speaking to Kenny Morolong, we saw the man by the name of James Khadina Bukau. He's a businessman here, and we know very well that he's a strong supporter of Professor Job Mokhoro. He's indicating that Mokhoro is going nowhere. So I would like to go to him and speak to him to hear exactly why is he saying that Premier Job Mokhoro is going nowhere. We know that he was one of the people who have actually been supporting him for quite some time. So all the people of the African National Congress who were here earlier on with Kenny Morolong for a meeting, they have went inside the building here, as these people who are here saying that Supra must fall incidents are going to repeat if this decision is not rescinded. So they are saying that the Premier Job Mokhoro is going to. Let me just walk towards James Khadina Bukau there. He's addressing the media as well to hear what exactly he is saying. So let's have a listen here.
We are happy with the service delivery in the Northwest. Prof. Job Mokhoro have put their system in place in regard to service delivery. There is no way that Job Mokhoro is removed for the service delivery. It's just a factional battle of the politics of Northwest, and they are led by Tlhomane Chauke, who is from Guyane. We are saying to Tlhomane Chauke, it's now 1 o'clock, it's you who's going to pack out of this province.
You have to excuse that language here. Let's speak to him further. Mr. Khadina Bukau, we're seeing you here with some of the people burning tyres outside here. Why are you saying that the premier is going nowhere?
We are giving the signal to the IPC that the time when Supra Mahumapelo was removed, the Northwest was on fire. We are giving a signal to Tlhomane Chauke that Job Mokhoro is going nowhere. We are giving a signal to the IPC that Job Mokhoro is going nowhere. We are saying to the national, we are saying to the president, Cyril Ramaphosa, that he must come down and explain to us exactly what has Job Mokhoro done. We are saying to Chesi Duarte, the DSTV of the ANC, we want her to communicate to the residents, to the voters of the Northwest. We are not going to listen to Tlhomane Chauke, who happened not to be a resident in the Northwest, who happened to be from Guyane. Tlhomane Chauke must pack and go. Mokhoro is going nowhere. 1 o'clock, it will be Tlhomane Chauke who's going to be removed from the Northwest back to Guyane.
Are you not? Do you think this is not part of instigating violence? Are you going to take the responsibility if Mahikeng bans?
The Mahikeng, not only Mahikeng, the province will ban, as we did when we removed Supra Mahumapelo. We are not going to be told about any violence. Why political criminals are sitting and overthrowing government? This is a coup d'etat. This is a coup d'etat. How do you interview the premier candidates while there is an incumbent premier in the province? Now, while there's people saying there is violence, the violence is within the IPC. Now here, the residents and voters are just giving a signal that that is going to happen in the province.
But they are saying that the premier has not done what he was assigned to do. What do you have to say about this?
Premier Job Mokhoro has put systems in place. The government in the province is running properly. Premier Job Mokhoro has been held at ransom by the Section 100. We are saying Mpanza as well must go. Mpanza must be taken away from the province, and Job Mokhoro must be given the responsibility of governing. Since we put Job Mokhoro in the office, he has never been given an opportunity to govern. Therefore, no one must tell us anything about the service delivery that is not being done by Job Mokhoro. The service delivery in the Northwest, we must ask Mpanza, because Mpanza is the administrator here. There is no way that you can say Job Mokhoro has not delivered to the citizens of the province.
You're saying this is a political battle. So the candidates were interviewed by the president. So what do you have to say about this?
I know the president is a very intelligent guy. He have interviewed them, and out of the three, he have not found the person who's qualifying as Job Mokhoro. He have not seen in those three candidates the capable person of the caliber of Professor Job Mokhoro. And I can rest assure you, the president, where he's seated, he's not agreeing with the removal of Mokhoro. He asked them in a meeting that what really Job Mokhoro have done. They are coming with cook stories of that Comrade Job is working with Supra Mahumapelo. That's lies. They are coming with lies that there is a rogue unit in the province. That lies. There is no issue of service delivery here. It's political factional battles. And we are saying that must come to an end.
You're talking about the coup. Who are you accusing of fueling that coup d'etat?
The leader of the coup d'etat is Tomani Chauke. The leader of the coup d'etat is Tomani Chauke. Tomani Chauke wants to overthrow the government. The government that doesn't even belong to him. Chauke belongs to Limpopo. Chauke doesn't belong to the Northwest. He must pack and go and remove premiers in Limpopo, not in Northwest. We are not going to be told by a Guyana boy.
Well, of course, Bongiwe, that is James Khadina Bukao. He is the leader of the people who are singing outside here, who are saying that they are rallying behind Premier Job Mokhoro. So we still have to wait and see if that press conference will continue, where the candidate of the Premier will be announced by the ANC IPC later this afternoon.
Bafedile, if you may, just maybe you and Zwelakhe pan for us for a little bit. Just give us a sense of this protest. We're seeing burning tires. We see you speak to him, but let's give us a sense of what the ground is looking like.
Zolaka, if you could just pen them. There are some members here. They came with Ntate James Khadina Bukao. We know he's part of the Sanko leadership. So they are here, protesting, saying that the Premier is going nowhere. Let me just try to speak to one of them, waiting to get the sense as to why are they saying Mokhoro should not go. My brother, why are you saying Premier Mokhoro must not go?
Thank you.
He's the good candidate for the Premier.
What I know, we want Job Mokhoro to go. We want Job Mokhoro to work with this job. Thank you very much.
Any other candidate except
No.
Because the candidate is the candidate is because of Mr. Job Mokhoro. Thank you.
And they should cancel this thing of Section 100.
Well, Bongi, you hear some of the protesters here. They are saying that they have employment today because of Premier Job Mokhoro's role, and they also want the Section 100 as the government and other government departments have been placed there since Job Mokhoro got into the position. They want it to be, to be removed. So they are saying that Supra must fall incidents are going to repeat if the ANC does not retract the removal of Job Mokhoro.
Bafedile, I can't help but laugh when I listened to one of the men you were speaking to who says Job Mokhoro must go and quickly rescinds as he realizes what, what he's just said there. But let's talk about this press conference now. What time are we expecting it to get underway?
The press conference is expected to take place around 1 o'clock. Now I'm seeing Tomani Chauke there. He is the IPC. They are confronting him. Let's see and get sense to hear what is happening. So the press conference is expected to take place around 1, as Kenny Morolo there indicated. So here are they. They are confronting him. They are confronting him. Here are the pictures. If you could just listen here. Let me try to engage Mr. Chauke. Let me try to engage. Let's try to engage Commander Chauke. Mr. Chauke, we're seeing all this, the fracas continuing outside here. What do you have to say about this?
Well, generally there may be concerns that people have around a number of things. I mean, generally there are business people who have concerns about a number of things that we're not delivering for them. But it's important to listen to them, hear them what is the issue, because you can't just dismiss people, right? It's important to hear what are the issues and then find a way of addressing them, because we cannot run away. Leadership can't run away when concerns are raised. And if there are genuine concerns that people are raising, I've met with business people here who are saying that we are not getting opportunities. Government is not giving us opportunities. It's the responsibility of leadership to make sure that local people are given business. Local people benefit from whatever way in which we are helping. It must happen. Because all along in the province, there's been this call of ordinary business people who want benefits for them. So we'll have to listen to them. We'll have to hear. Government must respond to these challenges. Well, it cannot be a Chauke problem. Government must be able to say that these black business people in Mahikeng, around the Northwest, this is how we are benefiting them. Because you cannot run when ordinary business people don't get benefit, right? There must be help. They must be able, right? If they're in business. So this is what must happen.
You are being accused of organizing the coup. We spoke to Mr. Khadina Bukau. He's saying you are behind the coup d'etat.
No, I don't do that. That's not my work. It's an organization that is here, and we're not going to run away. The reality is that the organization is dealing with its own problems and is resolving its own problems. So that's an internal matter. So that may not be the truth.
Are you going to continue with the press conference, because these people are threatening to do Suprama's fall?
The ANC has taken... No, there's no such. There are business people in Mahikeng who are here, who are saying that we are not going to allow anarchy to prevail again, right? So we'll continue doing our work. Business people of the Northwest will have to stand up and they'll defend their space, and they must fight for their space. They must fight for their space for whatever that they want. If it's about them benefiting, let it be so. Business people must stand up. They cannot keep quiet. They must stand up. It's a right that they must do that. They have a right to do that. They have a right to protest. It's very important.
Are you ready, though, if things could get out of control, to contain the situation?
No, we are ready. We'll deal with all the processes. We are fine with that.
Well, of course, that's Kamani Chauke. He's the IPC coordinator here. As he said that he wants to hear as to why these people are outside here protesting, and they are ready if the Suprama's incident could repeat themselves. As we had James Khadina Bukau saying that action will happen if the ANC does not rescind the decision of ousting Job Mokhoro.
Now, Bafedile, let's try to go back to hear what they're saying then to Kamani Chauke, because I still see that they are trying to speak to him, and they've got quite a bit that they're saying. Let's listen in then as we're trying to hear what the crowd is saying.
Well, of course, they're just yelling here, saying that Kamani Chauke is holding the ANC at ransom, so he's just waiting there to do an interview. But these ones are just shouting at him, saying that, he's holding the ANC at ransom and Section 100 must go, Chauke must go. They don't want him here. Let's hear. Why are you here, my brother? We're hearing you saying that.
I'm going to put it straight to you. I'm not even going to beat around the bush. We are tired of these people. The maladministration. We are tired of Comrade Mpanza. We are tired of Comrade Chauke. The Section 100. It has brought nothing to us. We are tired. We want Mahikeng back to its originality. We want Northwest actually. Thank you, gentlemen. We want to see change in our province, but especially Mahikeng. Things are born. Mabana. Second, BRS, Things are happening. Mama. I've got children outside there. You know what I'm saying? Because of these people from other provinces. Let them go. Let these guys leave Mahikeng. Let these guys stay where they come from. President House, we are coming for you. Say.
But how do you think that will happen, my brother?
Don't worry about it, Mama. Just wait and see. You're not going to ask me such a question. Can't you see what we're doing now, yeah? We're trying to show the organization that we're tired of what they're doing to us. So, you can see an angry face, Muslim. Yeah? Inshallah. Now talk.
Thank you. That's one of the protesters here, Bongile. He's really angry as you hear him as they say that the coup, you know, that they are going to cause chaos in the town of Mahikeng. The Suprama's incidents are going to repeat if the ANC does not listen to them. So we're still waiting to see if that press conference will continue, as we had Kamari Chowk indicating that it will definitely continue irrespective of the fracas that is taking place outside Mpeko House here today.
Now, Bafedile, I don't know if you can walk with Zwelakhe again to the burning tires that are not far from where you are, because as you walk and we talk, one of the things that has come out has been that, Professor Moerane has not done the investigations that he should have done, but others who are standing by him, including an analyst we spoke to here earlier, say that he wasn't given a chance to be able to do that which he needed to do as the premier, and even overseeing a province that in itself is under administration. Certainly that made his job difficult, they argue.
Well, of course, when he arrived here, as I spoke to you earlier on, I indicated that when he was introduced, replacing Supra Mahumapelo on the 23rd of May 2018, the General Secretary of the ANC, Esmakashule, indicated that he is here to clean up and also, to bring stability in the administration of the leadership here, the provincial government as well as the ANC. But there was a Section 100 that was also placed, all the departments were placed under administration. For all 4 years since he took over, the provincial government has been under administration. So many are arguing to say that no, you did not give Professor Job Moerane, the chance to run the provincial government. Then the next thing you come and say that he did not do as it was expected. Earlier on, I also indicated that we saw the hawks pouncing the offices of the premier there, and there were investigations that were done, to investigate the alleged corruption that was done during Supra Mahumapelo's tenure. Where are the reports? The reports are not there, but they are saying that he was not given chance to do so because of this Section 100.
Now, Bafedile, when we, reflect back to the protests in 2018, we saw roads being rendered inaccessible. We saw the torching of property, damage to property, as, we saw people in the streets voicing their dissatisfaction. And, it was very difficult for officials to be able to contain the situation at that time. And when you are listening to those people that are outside the offices right now, it does look like things are starting again to be on tenterhooks like we saw in 2018.
Well, of course, they are saying this is just a sign to show the IPC that they are serious with their call that they are going to ban if the ANC does not rescind the decision of removing Job Moerane by replacing him with the candidate, one of the candidates of the 3 names that have been submitted. So you had one of the angry men that I spoke to. He's saying that Mabana Foundation, which is regarded as a treasure of the capital city, the Northwest, was banned. Even today, it is still not functioning, that building. So they're saying that they are going to ban, they are going to do the Supramas Fall incidents if the ANC does not listen to their call. We're seeing the police have also been deployed. They are somewhere here, but it looks like there's going to be an engagement with the angry residents who are here together with the provincial leadership, because now Samane Chauke together with the spokesperson here, Kenny Morolong, they are outside here. They want to hear as to what are the reasons of these burning tyres. So they are saying that they are not backing down as the ANC. They are continuing with the implementation, the introduction of the premier candidate, irrespective of what is happening. And on the other hand, those who are protesting, led by James Khadina Bukao, they are also saying that if the ANC does not stop with this, they are going to ban Mahikeng. Not only Mahikeng, the entire province is going to be affected, the same as when Supra was removed from his position.
Bafedile, it's going to be a busy afternoon for you. I tell you what, if anything is, to go by, especially when you're looking at what these people are saying to you, as they say that for them, this press conference is not going to go ahead. And it might be even that press conference may even be interrupted by some of these, people that are standing outside saying that they're demanding access to some resources as they talk about that Mabana project. That's Bafedile Moerane there. And we also need to apologize again for the use of strong language by one of the people she was interviewing. It was beyond our control, as that man really had, a lot to say, but unfortunately, words that are not supposed to find their way on television did so, and we do apologize for those remarks there. And also then, when you look at a protest like this one and listening to what they're talking about, it takes you back to 2018, when residents were calling for the resignation of then Premier Supra Mahumapelo. And it's interesting that this name is finding itself into the, the current situation in the province, as some are claiming that the current Premier may be linked to Supra Mahumapelo, but he has, of course, some of those around him have denied this. It'll be interesting to see how the afternoon pans out, as the IPC then is expected to have that briefing. Well, that's where we leave it for Newsfeed, the AM edition. Tami Ngubeni is standing by to bring you the very latest in daytime updates.